Hey, what is up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going over a few rumors that's been going around for the 2.7 update on global here. And the main reason for this is because I've had a lot of questions about it, and recently I was asked once again on, I want to say yesterday's video, by one of you guys as well. So if you guys do want to see different things on the channel or see me cover certain things, be sure to let me know, because I'm always open to doing so. Thank you once again to Frosky, who actually decided to comment down below, would you mind covering 2.7 rumors that's floating around? So that's what we're going to be doing today. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now I'm going to have some gameplay in the background. Shouldn't be anything too crazy. If anything, I'm just going to have it doing Astrolab so you guys can have something to watch while I'm talking. But apparently, of course, we've had a lot of rumors going around for the 2.7 update, seeing that this is a whole different version number that has ever happened. Inside of global itself, we never had a 2.7 update, and really we just kept going on with the mission at hand, pretty much just going around our regular type of thing, where after we had Haru, we immediately were going into Cherish. After Cherish, we slowly moved our way into getting to Kazumi and them. And this was something that we thought was going to be the same way, especially when it comes down to at least trying to cover the global end of things. Though we knew we would have different skip banners, we weren't expecting to see a whole different version number made in general. Well, on global, of course, this was a thing that went around here, and it has caused a stir, mainly because on TW, we do know that the twins are found in the game, and we know for a fact that they should be coming into the game. But we also do know on TW, KR, and CN, there's going to be a very major update that somewhat aligns on the same date as global. Now, this is a very interesting type, because some people are thinking, hey, what if we're gonna have a whole server merge? What if we're gonna do and what if they're gonna release the characters at the same time? And I'm gonna try to keep this as grounded as possible, or at least try to keep this as real as possible. Is server merging will not happen. Okay, I think the best that you guys can probably inform or think about when it comes down to the rumors themselves is info merging for like a specific event here, right? And I think for TWKR and CN, they will be fully info like merging, where they're now going to update at the same time, and that's perfectly fine, but they're not going to actually server merge. But for global, what it's seeming like it's going to happen is whatever this info update will be, or the event will be happening at the same time as global. Now, I'm not really mad at this as long as they do it in this way. Whether the event is just a Christmas related event, which would make sense seeing that all the versions that we have, C, JP, TW, KR, CN, global, so on and so forth, all the versions that we do have, they all do interact with each other and have their holidays that are usually closely monitored and the same. And so if it was just like a Christmas update, or like kind of like a holiday-ish update where they wanted to do something like that, that would make sense to bring in a whole nother 2.7 version update, or a whole nother update, and try to have it aligned with the TWKR and CN folks. One, because it's less work for the devs. Two, it would be really cool to have all of these servers kind of just celebrate at the same time. And this is the most logical thing that I could possibly see happening. Now, the one that everyone else has been thinking about, and that I brought up in I think a few of my other videos, has been the twins releasing on all the servers. Now, for the twins, you guys already know them. You guys probably know them from P5 or no matter what here. But the twins are the two obvious, what is it called, wardens that we do have, being Caroline and Justine. Now, for my people who are new to P5X or new to Persona in general, that would be these two little girls right here, where they're both freaking awesome. They absolutely abuse Joker sometimes, which is hilarious. But both of them have been found to be in the game. So we're trying to figure out exactly if this is the unit that might be joint sync for every server. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of information why I think this is not the case. And the only reason why I see this not being the case is because then they have to do major balancing in the game. They have to do major aligning with different things that normally wouldn't be done, or either they would have to treat the servers terribly indifferent, or horribly indifferent, or different in general. Sorry, not indifferent. And what I mean by this is, if they decided to bring them in, right, and put them on the same scale as TWKR and CN characters right now, there would be no point in pulling for it. Whatever role they are, it would be no point in pulling for any character upcoming other than just you like the character, because of the absolute damage difference and absolute hit difference that is on TW, KR, and CN. How things are going meta wise, general play wise, it is a whole different universe compared to how things are going on global, JP, you name it. So I wouldn't think that's going to be the case. It would just be a balancing nightmare. Now, as for the difference that I was telling you guys about, if they did decide to bring something like that, they could do something a little bit rash, which I hope they would not do. And that is, okay, well, TWKR and CN, they're going to have this character buffed to this huge degree, right? While global, there will be absolute hollowed out shells of the character themselves just to fit for the global meta. That would not be a good idea, because obviously people hate that they don't got something that the other thing does got. And if we're complaining about gems or complaining about standard characters, imagine having the same character and absolutely their kit is entirely different, or their damage properties are entirely different compared to the other server. It would be just chaos. So that's not another thing that's going to happen. Utterly downplaying that this is definitely not going to happen for both ones. And then the third side, if they did decide something, they could just say, screw it, who cares, and we're going to add it anyway. I don't think that's the case, because yes, they would get sales, but it would also have a huge uprising on the free-to-play community, the pay-to-win community, and TWKRCN, the global, you name it, you got it. It would be a huge fiasco that I feel like that's just not a can of worms they want to open. So it's just utterly denying this to be a fact. Now, of course, I could be wrong. This is all speculation at the end of the day, but it just wouldn't fit. Now, for what I do believe that could happen, other than the Christmas event that we went over, some things that I do believe that will happen or has a very high chance of happening is a super rerun banner. Now, for some of you guys who don't know what the super rerun banner here, we're going to take a look at Sage's little doc real quick. So y'all aren't going to see any gameplay for a quick second, but on Sage's doc, they have all the information for, like, obviously the patch notes, upcoming patches, everything like that. And this is all stuff that we already have went through on TWKR and CN, and they pretty much went through and covered everything that you wanted to know. Well, currently, I think we are on, yes, we are right before Winvast and them. So we're on 2.3.4 technically, or 2.3.3, where we have Noir, right? Well, if they decided to do something that's interesting, it's most likely going to be a rerun. We've had a lot of reruns. Summer Moko happened in 2.3.4, which I highly doubt that's going to be the huge thing they're building up for. It would most likely be something that drives a lot of players to play the game again. It would also be something that drives a lot of people to want to do something, right? So in 2.3.4, we had, of course, a couple reruns. We had Metro Desire, but that's something that got added recently. We also had Trial of Thorns, which got added recently, so that's not anything too crazy. Well, if they had 2.7, they could either, one, move up the story, which would be cool to do. Of course, we get the story earlier, stuff like that. That'd be awesome. Highly doubt it's gonna happen, but that'd be cool. Or two, it would be a super rerun banner. Now, for a lot of you guys who don't know what the super rerun banner is, I should be able to show you guys on TW right now. Pretty much all it is a rerun banner with a whole list of characters that you just either have or don't have. You can choose whether to summon on them, and they act like a regular banner where your pity does carry over. And so you have your 50-50 part of it, and then you have your 100% part of it. So if we go ahead and take a look at this right now, we are looking at this banner here. This is the super rerun banner where you're allowed to choose 3 separate characters. They are their 3 separate banners. Once you pull on them once, they are locked in. So let's say I want to choose, obviously, Makoto. I want to choose Summer Marion, and then I want to get, I don't know. Let's just go for Winvast, right? Well, the second I do one multi, whether it's a 110 banner or a 50-50 banner, it will immediately lock this character in, and you can no longer swap them out. Now, if you pull a 5-star on here, that doesn't mean it can be any of these 3. No, they are their own separate banners. As you can see, as we click through, they are totally different. They are nothing alike whatsoever here. So if I summon on Makoto, I get a 5-star and I'm on guarantee, I'm getting Makoto. If I'm on 50-50, it's a Makoto or it could be a standard character. Well, if I summon on the Summer Marion banner, yes, the pity does carry over, of course, but if I get a 5-star here, it's either going to be Summer Marion if 50-50, or it's still going to be a standard character. It's not going to be a 50% chance of getting Summer Marion or a 25% chance to get Makoto, 25% this. That's not how it's going to be. So it's pretty much just 3 separate banners. So you can choose the characters that you want. And I do believe this is going to be something that they would probably do. Reason why I'm stating this is because I want to say around this time for half anniversary, we did have one of these, or either I think it was right at Annie we had one of these. It was one of the two, but we had one of these guys and it was really cool because with this we were able to get all the characters we wanted. We were able to do what we really needed to do and pretty much just get caught up if we were late on the game or anything like that, which was a huge deal for a lot of people who really wanted to get caught up and who really wanted to actually get the characters they wanted. Well, then there you go. You had some fun. You were able to get what you wanted and keep moving, which was an awesome thing. Now, I think for now, I want a lot of people to understand, don't expect it to be crazy. Like I'm being honest with you guys, around this time, our Destiny time, in which I want to show this again on the screen here. If you look in 3.1, that was where we got our first super rerun, or Destiny, which was Joker through Summer Moko. I want to say the most likely of what's going to go down is they're going to come out with the super rerun, and that's going to be it. That's it. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. They may have, of course, like a Christmas event that's obviously going to be synced up, but the super rerun is going to be specifically for the global side or C side, any JP side. All of you guys will most likely get a super rerun alongside a bunch of different events, which could honestly be a couple events that you guys have missed. Like we had this weird Mardi Gras looking dude. I gotta remember his name, but I think it started with a B. I know it was one of these little things in here that we have still yet to get that event. So they could just add in some past events that they decided to skip and pretty much be like, hey, we got the Christmas event, we got these other events, and we got a super rerun. Have fun. I think that would be the best bet. Of course, obviously you could still go with the dang twins. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is a possibility, but hey, you guys let me know what you feel about this on the comment section as well. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and until next time, everybody, peace out, stay safe, stay sharp.